Everyone, I'm Sean Duhamel from the Mass Retirees Association. Today's Friday, May 22nd. Thank you so much for choosing to tune in again this week and participate in our weekly updates. Today marks the start of the Memorial Day holiday weekend, a time that's very important and very special to our association, as well as to the thousands of veterans who we are very honored to have the opportunity to represent. And on behalf of everyone here at Mass Retirees, I want to say thank you to those of you who have served, to your families for the sacrifices that they endured over the years that you were serving, and I want to pay special tribute to those veterans who have paid the ultimate sacrifice to protect and defend our great nation. Thank you for your service, thank you for your commitment, and thank you for being members of our association. Now, we've been hard at work here at Mass Retirees again this week. This is week 9 of operating our office virtually. We are beginning to make plans to partially reopen our physical office, but the good news is that despite the fact that we've had to work independently of each other or physically distant from each other, we have still been able to represent you as best as possible, and we haven't missed a beat. In fact, today we have wrapped up the content for our July newsletter, which goes to the printer next week, right after Memorial Day. The upcoming newsletter is again chock full of important information about your pensions, about your health insurance, and about the activities that will be going on behalf of Mass Retirees in the coming few months while we are adapting to the current situation with COVID-19 and the new requirements to keep everybody safe. Now, the big news that's in the newsletter, of course, is relative to the budget and to Social Security and all of the very important policy issues that we continue to work on each and every day. There are full updates on all of these issues, so tune in for that. But we are also going to announce a series of scheduled telephone town halls that will focus on specific issues that you might be interested in. Now, these telephone town halls are going to supplement our normal area meetings that for the foreseeable future we've been forced to cancel. Now, on June 23rd, we are hosting a very special telephone town hall with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts. This telephone town hall will focus on municipal retiree health insurance. So for those of you who are insured under Blue Cross, you're going to have the opportunity to call in. It's a special telephone number that we've set up, and all of this information is contained in the July newsletter, which you will receive in early to mid-June. It's going to the printer next week. You'll have it within 2 to 3 weeks of this recording, and all of the information about these upcoming events and the telephone number that you need will be contained in the newsletter. We'll also email it out in advance, but we're going to try to make this as easy as possible for all of you to be able to participate in these events from the comfort and privacy and safety of your own home, and that information will be in there. But the first event on June 23rd will focus on health insurance benefits for municipal retirees who are insured through Blue Cross Blue Shield. You may remember that just a week ago we had a similar event featuring the State Group Insurance Commission that we had over 2,200 of our members participate in. We're also scheduling upcoming events with state legislators, with congressional leaders, to focus on the various other issues that are important, whether they be our legislative program, the state budget, or Social Security WEP reform. So stay tuned for further information and the dates and times when these forums will be held. And over the next several months, this will become a normal operation for our association. And in fact, we are looking forward to using these new techniques to reach a much broader audience. As popular and successful, and as much as I enjoy our in-person meetings, and I'm very much looking forward to getting back to that, the fact remains that for a lot of our members, for various reasons, it's not exactly convenient for you to travel to a location, sit in a meeting hall for a couple of hours, and be able to participate in those in-person meetings. So these new techniques, we're going to reach as many people as we can. We're going to continue to do them, and all of that information will be in the newsletter. In addition, we are working very closely with the state legislature as well as municipal officials around the state, monitoring and staying on top of all of the pension and economic issues that are coming about as a result of the coronavirus crisis. The good news is our pension systems are doing what they are designed to do in what our public pension officials have planned to take place in a down economy. You're going to get your pension check every month. Those systems are not in danger, just like you're going to get your Social Security benefits if you are enrolled in Social Security. So that's the good news. The bad news is that because of the down economy, there are going to be fiscal constraints that we're facing. And what that might mean is that some of the legislation that we were working on that we were very hopeful to see passed this year, we might be facing delays. And it's too early to tell exactly how severe and how deep and how long this recession. I believe we are in a recession. I don't know if we are officially yet, but I think everyone understands at this point what we're facing. And over the next several weeks and months, once that information is better understood, we will have the ability to have a better handle on how this is going to impact our ability to advocate for better benefits for our members. So these issues are addressed in the newsletter. They will be addressed on these special forums that we're going to hold, but I wanted to use this opportunity to let you all know of what we're planning in the coming weeks and months. So please stay tuned. In the meantime, enjoy the coming weekend. It's going to be a beautiful stretch of weather, and I know that in addition to thanking and celebrating the service of our veterans, Memorial Day is also a time when friends and families typically come together and congregate and enjoy each other's company. And unfortunately, because of the times we're now living in, that's not going to be exactly possible, and it's a downer for everybody. We're going through a very, very difficult period of time, but I'm an optimist. I know that we're going to get through this and we're going to be better off in the end. We just have to keep the faith and keep moving forward and try to stay in touch with each other as best as we possibly can. So I want to thank you for your support of our association. I want to wish you well, stay safe, and again, to our veterans out there, thank you so very much, and we'll be back to you again next week with a new update. Thanks.